You're the last person at that table I love on my son. That's the sad part, because she should be the first person. Nope.
So apparently Chrisean, Rock, and Karlissa gets into an online beef where basically Karlissa is corroborating what others are saying about Junior. And originally Rock's response was of anger, but then it turned into something very sinister. Is y'all ready to talk about it? Let's joust.
Come on, Blaze.
It's a beef for me.
Wah, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Voodoo Doll TV, back with a quick little joke, or whatever the case may be. And we have Chrisean Rock versus Karlissa. And we just recently posted a video of Chrisean Rock versus her sister Chastity, who was over there exposing her and basically saying that something is wrong with Junior. Y'all go check it out. It's on the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe when you get over there, and also over here, but it's over there on the channel. And this has become a saga as it pertains to Chrisean, but I guess we're all here for it. So neither here nor there. Chrisean Rock and Karlissa gets into an online beef because basically Blueface had a restaurant opening where Chrisean says she was the one in charge of it and she was helping to open it. And then obviously the entire family of Blueface came for support. Jaden, Alexis, Karlissa, the kids, everybody was there just having a good time, I guess, at this restaurant. Now from the videos Karlissa posted and the videos Chrisean posted, it didn't seem like much interaction between Chrisean and the family. It kind of seemed like Chrisean was sitting off to her side and the family was over there sitting off to theirs. So how this became a beef is really kind of beyond me, but I guess Karlissa saw Junior and she just had to come online and tell us what she saw. But before we get into that, I want to get into this restaurant opening. So we've spoken about this on the channel. Chrisean Rock has been saying that she's still with Blueface. She's waiting on him to come home. And she said one of the things that she's doing for him while he's away is basically opening up his restaurant. She did food reviews. She had, I guess, like a soft opening, or I'm not sure what it was, where just family and friends were there to eat. And it looked like they were having a good time. Now, this shocked a lot of people because Chrisean had kind of got quiet. Like, she wasn't online doing anything, saying anything. And this kind of made people like, forget about her, which was, in my opinion, a good thing. But ultimately, she reared her head right in time to show us the new restaurant, give us this review. And this is where the calamity of it all, or the Chrisean versus everybody, begins, okay? But really quickly, take a look at Chrisean giving this review before the grand opening or soft opening of his restaurant. Check it out.
Yes, King of Crabs, let's get into it.
Okay, this was a 10 out of 10. I am a picky eater. So, you know, I had to be the first customer at King of Crabs. I'm going to drop the location below. You know, I'm so proud of my husband. Yeah, you know, my husband. Come on, Blue. Dang. I'm so proud of him. The food is so great. The remodel, the inside, everything is great. It's the same location of Bluefish and Soul, but same location, just different food.
That's a big old piece.
So.
So that was Chrisean's review of Blue's new restaurant. I guess they're going to seafood. I think it was fish before. But ultimately, she's promoting her man restaurant, her man. And what am I to say? But this is not where it goes crazy. So like I was saying before earlier, it's time for the grand opening, soft opening, I'm not sure. And Karlissa's family shows up. Everything goes off without a hitch as far as I knew. But then it turns out as soon as this thing was over, all HE double hockey sticks broke loose. But before we get into that, let's take a look at both situations and what they both were doing at this restaurant opening. Check it out.
Is my dad the manager or something?
He's the owner. Your dad is not the manager, baby. He's the owner. He owns this.
How do you use it?
Because I know. That's why we're here. That's what's a grand opening for his birthday today. You like the shrimp?
What do you rate it?
1 out of 10. What you giving it?
10 out of 10.
That's right.
Yeah, we got babies everywhere. Babies everywhere in here. Friends, babies. We got babies. Baby mamas. Baby daddies. We about to play everybody's song in this bitch.
It's food. What'd you say?
I only do it with no crab.
I'll see y'all on the Patreon. Karlissa, clock it. We about to play everybody's song in this bitch. Callie's, Rob, we about to play all their songs. And don't worry, we leaving now, so don't pull up because we out of here. This the last bite. Y'all missed the party.
It's good. This is crazy.
I got medium.
He went crazy.
It's a little hot, but it ain't.
He went crazy. What's up with you?
I'm doing a boomerang.
Babies everywhere.
So you guys just saw those clips, and as you can see, the restaurant must not be really big because even though they weren't sitting together, you could literally hear each other in the background. Like, I definitely heard Karlissa in the background of Chrisean's video, and I want to say vice versa, but nevertheless, nothing looked like it happened. Everybody looked like they were doing their own thing in their own corners, minding their own business. And then as soon as they get home, here we go. I'm not sure which one went live first. I want to say Karlissa did. And I'm going to go with that because Karlissa is messy like that. But Karlissa went live first and basically confirmed that something might really be wrong with Junior. Now, when Chrisean saw this, she responded, and it did not go too well from there. So before we get into that, I want to bring something to your attention. So Karlissa has seen this baby before. She actually popped up at Rock's house like right after she just literally walked away from Blueface and got that rental that she claimed was hers. And Karlissa showed up and Chrisean let her hold the baby, let her see the baby. Everything was fine. Keep in mind, this is not the first time Karlissa has seen Junior. She's seen him when he was first born. And she also seen him when she was down at the courthouse the day Chrisean was arrested going to support Blueface in court. Now, the video you're looking at right here is Chrisean bonding with Junior. We all know her relationship with Chrisean is like rocky. It's back and forth. So I kind of expect them to kind of be talking and not talking and talking and not talking. But this video makes it seem like Karlissa was actually bonding with Junior, which I believe to be false. But, you know, she was actually bonding with Junior and they were having a good time. Now, fast forward. The other time Karlissa saw Junior in person was the time that they were in the courthouse the day Chrisean Rock was arrested and Blueface was in court. Now, what I found interesting about this reaction this time was Karlissa was very standoffish from Chrisean Jr. And not only that, her and her baby daddy slash baby father slash Jonathan's daddy was over there fighting on who was going to take him because none of them wanted to take him. And I found this to be quite odd, especially knowing that both parents are locked up at this moment. Y'all check this out.
I don't give a fuck. Shit, I'll be on my own. Shit, I'm not here for all that. I'm not here for all that. I'm here to support you, right? So I'm giving orders, man. I'm gonna give those orders. You know, so, yeah. You know what I mean? All my shit don't go to the side for somebody else. She gave orders what to do with the baby. Am I right or wrong? Thank you.
The baby still has to have a certain level of stability.
Exactly.
I don't watch the baby 5% of the time. Let's not get it twisted. I'm not going to house watching. I'm not a babysitter. Okay? I've been in there taking them to fucking babysitter. My job ain't no babysitter, goddammit.
But that's what everybody looked at you at on the internet.
Shit. Whatever.
But what you here for? Because I said that
It's about him. Not trying to make it about this baby. It's about Jonathan today.
bullshit.
That's why you're here for all this. That's why you're here for all this. We know that. We know that. God, dude, stinky ass.
Bitch.
Stinky ass.
You got your thing up, polished up?
Yeah, I do. But yo, to show you how it's done. Well, they want me to just
Yeah, you are supposed to be granddaddy.
All I did was took a few pictures. Damn, y'all like I watch the baby 98% of the time.
Yes, you did.
Chrisean watched the baby all the time. Let's not get it twisted.
So y'all saw that interaction, and I'm not gonna lie, that was so cringe. Both so-called alleged biological grandmother and father over there arguing about who's gonna take Junior, and none of them seemed like they wanted to be bothered. Mind you, Karlissa had sat next to Junior for a nice little minute in the waiting area while they were waiting on the court proceedings to start, and she seemed a little bit standoffish. But it was at that moment I realized, body language never lies. People can say what they want out of their mouths, but a lot of times if you pay attention to people, they'll tell the truth. And I was like, yeah, this is not real. Like, there's not a connection there. But that's a story for another day. The point I'm making is, Karlissa seems to only care about Junior when it's convenient. She seems to care about Junior when he's viral or when Chrisean is viral. And then other times it seems like she throws him at the wayside. And that's one thing I will never understand nor respect about Karlissa. It is what it is. But when it came down to this doggone event, like I said earlier, everything was going good until it didn't. I'm going to get into a few clips of what happened with the back and forth between Chrisean and Karlissa. And it got crazy, y'all. Check it out.
The only time I mentioned anybody was today because I encountered them in real life. Yeah. I do not get online and start talking to my fans. I don't do that no more. I just fuck up. Got the ops in there. That's how you know you're doing something right. Like, what? Yeah. All they got to say is how bad it was. His other restaurant, and then y'all pop up at his new one. It's kind of weird. Just to be like, hey, stay over there. I made it into a joke. Then she tried to hold the baby. I'm laughing like, come on, y'all don't play about him. You're the last person at that table I let on my son. That's the sad part, because she should be the first person. Nope. Surely not. So, if y'all act like I'm not supposed to be there, you are slow. And I'm not even just promoting it. My nigga, I'm with that nigga. That is my nigga right now. Jonathan, yes. He's my yes. So, yeah. He's still in my face. And, man, I'm on like airplane mode. I'm on my little sabbatical. I'm off the limelight right now. I'm trying to get these projects, get this restaurant going. Like, I got goals. I got stuff to do right now.
So there you have it. Chrisean went live to talk about her experience at the restaurant with the family. And basically, she called them her ops and was like, yo, like, I really didn't want nothing to do with them and really felt like, Karlissa was not going to hold her baby. Her reasons are hers, and I can't combat that, nor would I have anything to say about that. But I will say that, I found it odd because originally when I started the video, I was like, I'm pretty sure Karlissa started this mess, but I don't know. Maybe Chrisean started it. I'm not sure. Drop down in the comments. But she said what she had to say, and Lord, why, I don't know. But this prompted Karlissa to respond. Girl, and this is where we begin. I don't even know if she's responding to Chrisean's original video or she's just talking. You never know with Karlissa. Let's get into what Karlissa had to say.
When I saw him in that restaurant, it crushed me. And for her to say she wanted to stomp me out, girl, I can't even tell you what my mind wanted to do to you once I looked in his face and I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air. I was hurt, genuinely hurt. But you know what I said? You know what? That's okay. That's okay. If he can laugh when I saw him in that restaurant, it crushed me. And for her to say she wanted to stomp me out, girl, I can't even tell you what my mind wanted to do to you once I looked in his face and I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air. I was hurt, genuinely hurt. But you know what I said? You know what? That's okay. That's okay. If he can laugh and he can cry and he can smile, he can still be a joy in this world. And that's who I am. And I make anybody feel good. Anybody. Everybody in my family knows that. I make something out of nothing. Repeat after me. She gonna make something out of nothing. But anyway, yeah, so I got to see it. And that's probably what you was mad at me about, because you saw my face and you felt my energy. But that's okay. That was my first time seeing them. I never seen them woke before. I never seen what they saw. I literally thought this whole time that maybe people's fans was doing something to the pictures, or, you know, making it not, I didn't believe it the whole time. I just was like, nah, you know, John said there was a couple things going on, but he didn't say it was to that extent. Okay. So I thought, you know, the fans was manipulating stuff. I had no clue, but now I know, now I see what they see. I see what's going on, and that's all right. That's all right. It don't matter. It wouldn't matter to me at all, one bit. He will be around this in a chair that sits him up. I will go buy the best stuff for him. I will go buy the best chair that sits him up. I will be calling India and France and Rome, trying to figure out what machine we can get to work what. We will be chopping that shit down. But nope, you sitting over there with a bunch of weirdos that want some followers. It crushed my heart to look at my grandbaby and see that. And that was my first time seeing it. And it did. It crushed my heart a little bit. It did. But I love all my kids, no matter what I told you, whether they slow, need a helmet, whether they got nappy hair, whether they short, funny looking. I love all my grandkids, but I ain't gonna lie. My first initial thought when I saw him in that restaurant, it crushed me. And for her to say she wanted to stomp me out.
So that was Karlissa basically giving her spiel on what she saw. Basically confirming what we were already thinking, unfortunately, that maybe something could be wrong with Junior. Now, no mother would take kind to this, so I can't even be mad or upset that Chrisean felt the way about this. But I will say, if these things are true and Chrisean is just over on the internet making it seem like everybody else is lying, then that would be horrible, because is Junior getting help? That's all that matters. But anyways, let's get into Chrisean's response to Karlissa, and I'll come right back for some commentary.
It is one time only. Karlissa, keep talking about my son, bro. That's all I got to say. You talking about you seen him? You seen him? And you said, "Oh, you see the illness or whatever, whatever you was trying to say. You saw him and you couldn't believe that you seen whatever they talking about is true. You wasn't that much close. You didn't even get to hold him, bro. Don't play with him like that, bro." And it's funny. This is a PSA for everybody that think that they can just clown my kid for clout. Let's see what y'all year gonna look like.
So now that was Chrisean's response to Karlissa, and she's really not playing. Now, I will say this, for the first time, I do believe Chrisean. I do believe that Karlissa did not get as close to the baby as she may have said that she did. For some odd reason, the video shows us that they were both in separate corners, so I kind of believe that. However, I do also believe that Karlissa could have been close enough to see that something could have possibly been wrong. I think both things can be true at the same time. But nevertheless, Chrisean's not playing, and she's basically sending soft threats. So now this makes Karlissa responds, and you already know she's going to go back and forth. She's looking for a viral moment. So this is her moment, and she's definitely going to respond to Rock. And let's get into what she had to say.
Your child, my grandchild, it's time to just say what it is so that you can stop being embarrassed and harboring that guilt. I literally spoke what I saw because I was in shock. I was not trying to say anything bad about your son for clout. That's you. You use my son for clout. I'm not using your son for clout.
So that was Karlissa's response, basically telling Chrisean, girl, it is what it is. Just come on out and say it. I'm not using you, you using me. And you know, it's a tit for tat that I would be behind if I felt like it was genuine on either side. But I really don't feel like it's genuine on either side. I just don't. I think Karlissa finds ways to go viral and say stuff, and then she takes those opportunities and run with them. Again, I think my biggest issue with her is just not genuine, because she's been around him many, many times, and she's sworn that nothing was wrong with Junior. So I'm not too particularly sure. Maybe she didn't see it at first, and maybe she sees it now. Not sure. But nevertheless, Chrisean responds, and this is where it gets crazy and weird and eerie, y'all. Check it out.
Can't rebuke anything, Karlissa. You can't rebuke anything. You reap what you sow. like I said, I want to see how your year go. I want to see how this play out. I think trolling my son get y'all money. All right, cool. We gonna see where it gets you.
So that was Chrisean, and I'm not gonna lie, the laugh at the end was kind of weird, kind of eerie a little bit. You know, people have been accusing Chrisean of doing other things like practicing witchcraft and all that stuff. So the laugh was just a little bit eerie, and I just think the timing of all of this is way off. Every single thing, because we literally just lost Ronnie. Like, it's just weird for me, but neither here nor there. So that was her response. Karlissa took to her Instagram stories, and she was not going to let Rock have the last word. Let's get into some of the things she said. So I'm assuming Karlissa felt threatened because she posted this restraining order, and she says, and that restraining order includes the restaurant because my name on that too. Basically, it's a stay away order for Chrisean, but fans started to notice that the date on it was out of date. And Karlissa came back later and said she updated it, but we'll get into that as well. Then Karlissa says, you forced me to have to put this restraining order on you, and just know my son's address is my address in a court of law because of our business reputation. So violate it if you want. Then she says, everything you do to try and destroy us will only fall upon you and yours. I pray that you realize the devil only has power over those who think like him. I truly wanted to be a grandma for your child because he deserves what you don't have. I got nothing but love for him. And when God tells me it's time for me to do for him what I do for the others, you can count on me. Whatever in life God allows concerning my life, I accept because I know he is with me always and forever, and my children also. She says if she don't get nothing out of this, she gonna learn the truth. AI overview. In the Bible, pastors, elders, and other believers can rebuke others. The goal of rebuke is to restore and protect people from sin and false teaching. Should have used all that witch power to come out of poverty. All that power and can't heal your own mother. I healed mine. Now that's a low blow, but all of them are. This the person you let lay hands on my grandson? We would have healed him by now. Oh my God. Karlissa. False prophets threatened with voodoo. Children of God are not moved. Yeah, this is getting real ugly. Then she insinuates that Chrisean had something to do with Ronnie's unaliving. She goes, did she just take credit for someone's transition, Lord? I feel like that's a dry snitch. Use that power to heal y'all's family. Let's start there. Never trust no one who say they of God, but casting consequences, but ain't got no power to heal they own mama. Now you really jabbing at the girl mama, and she ain't had nothing to do with this, Karlissa. She goes on to say, now let me see if this restraining order work where I said it's gonna work. Try me. OMG. Now, this is the thing. Karlissa's posting prayers with Chrisean's face on it in the story, basically trying to rebuke whatever she put on her or whatever the case may be. And this is getting really nasty, even like on Chrisean's side and Karlissa's side. Like, it's getting very, very nasty, and everybody's doing a tug of war. But my question is, who is concerned about Junior? The only person that was concerned about him is no longer here. And I am over here like, what are we going to do now? Because I said this before. I believe in my heart of hearts that none of these people care about Junior. I really do. I don't believe that any of them care. And I think that Junior is just kind of like winging it. And it's unfortunate because he's a beautiful baby who deserves more than this. Junior deserves an environment where he can thrive and everything that he needs, he can get. I don't think that that's happening where he's at. I know the Rockhead's going to be in the chat windmilling. I be seeing y'all. A lot of y'all I ignore because I understand the IEP system. However, no matter what anybody says, there's some things that could be wrong with Junior. Again, I'm not a doctor, but I'm not going to sit up here and act like he's a completely healthy baby. And anybody who says that is lying through their teeth. Just period, point blank. But the point of it all is everybody going back and forth, but nobody's paying attention to Junior. That's my problem. So anywho's, moving forward, Chrisean's sister Tareen took to her Instagram or something, I don't know, and she's talking about the situation, and she also sends threat to Karlissa as well. Check it out.
Her Carlissa's consequences are pending, just like many others. Some get served faster than others. Some get served worse than others. Like, she building her portfolio for what she needs to reap, and when it's time for her to reap it, she gonna catch it how it comes. I just trust she prepared for it because she running off at the lip as if she is. So.
Now that was Tareen, who's supposed to be the older sister to have sense, but nope, she jumps right in on the bandwagon with the dry threats. Honestly, I really do hope that restraining order is real, and I do hope they arrest all of them. Send them all to prison, from the mama all the way down. Well, I like the mama, but from China on the way down, girl, I'm tired. I'm tired at this point. And this makes sense why Chrisean is the way that she is. I said this years ago. Girl, she don't have nobody to look up to. Like, there's nobody positive in her life that she can go and point at and be like, hey, can you help me? I mean, come on, bro. Talk about being set up for failure. And it's a generational thing because from the looks of Junior, it's given the same tease. But this is sad, and I really hope this beautiful baby gets the help that he needs, if he needs any, and I hope that something good comes out of this for him, because these adults are really slow. Now, I'm going to leave you guys with this video of Karlissa. This is a recent post to her Instagram stories, where she's just laughing and kikiing, talking about how her son have her in this ghetto mess. This is all a game to Karlissa. I don't care what anybody says. Sometimes she speaks the truth, but I always question the motive and the genuineness. Nevertheless, y'all do me a favor. I'll leave y'all with the video of her. Drop down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Please hit the notification bell. And also make sure you comment because I'm interested in what you guys think. The last thing I got to say about this is hashtag pray for Junior. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye.
Fellow church mates, classmen, previous employers, friends and family. Think I am full-blown ghetto. This is the ghettoest I've ever been involved in my entire life, y'all. This is some ghetto ass shit. Woo, Jonathan, the Lord never told me you was gonna be my problem child. I would have rebuked it. This is some ghetto shit. These fucking kids. Oh, this is ghetto shit. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be arguing with these in the grocery store. I know my friends and enemies is just cracking up laughing at my life right now because I promise y'all, I'm the type of person back in the day, I guess the Lord had to humble me, that would look at people in the grocery stores and just be like, ugh, and I am ghetto is them that I used to run from. Oh my God, I wouldn't even talk to these kind of people. I can't believe this shit. I promise you, I'll have my nose turned up at everything and everybody, even my own family. I didn't take them nowhere with me. This is some ghetto shit. This is some ghetto shit. Y'all, I promise, even if I saw like a woman with a tattoo and I could see it and she tried to be my friend, I'd just be like, hey girl, like who writes on their beautiful skin? Oh my God, I was so bougie and so classy before these kids just start bringing home I don't know what's happening, y'all. This is some ghetto shit. I'm just realizing it tonight. Like, this is some ghetto shit. This is what I get for just laughing at people and looking at them like they was crazy. Everywhere I went, y'all, this is some ghetto shit. I'm just stuck in this ghetto ass shit. Oh, Jesus.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo dog time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.